Michael, you've been a Quest franchisee for 17 years, and I think that makes you the longest serving franchisee in the network.
That's right.
How did you get into the business? What made you choose this particular franchise and this sector?
Well, I initially got into Quest. It wasn't by accident, but it was through a business that I'd had before, which was a food and beverage business. And when I was looking to get out of that, I really enjoyed the people type businesses, and this was a natural for me to step back into. And I was approached by Paul to have a look at a Quest franchise, and it was in its infancies. The system was still in its infancies, and when he approached me, I just sort of took one look, and it just felt right that this system, the way that it was being put together, it really suited me and my personality and the way that I wanted to go about doing business in the future.
So can you elaborate on that? Can you give us a couple of points that you think really matched what you wanted to do?
Well, as I mentioned, being people-based businesses, this is what I wanted to do. I felt really comfortable with working with people. And this industry and this group was very people-based. Paul was very people-based at that stage. He came across to me from a franchisor to a potential franchisee, very approachable. He was someone that I could really relate to, and that's the sort of franchise system that I really wanted to get into, something that you could relate to and move forward with my business in that same vein.
Now, you haven't had the same property for the 17 years, have you? You've moved around a bit.
I have moved around.
Yeah.
I have moved around. I purchased our first franchise in Little Collins Street, which was Fairfax House. We started with 15 apartments at Fairfax House, and we grew that business. In the earlier days, we could expand by gaining more leases in the actual building, which we did. We grew that business to 40 apartments over a period of about 3 years. So there was room for expansion in that particular property. From there, after 2 years, we went on and bought another franchise, which was in William Street, just a couple of blocks away. And then through to Quest South Bank, and then through to Quest Royal Gardens, which was Paul's first property. We managed to get hold of that, and now I'm here at Docklands. So it's been a long journey, but it's been fabulous.
Now you've got Etihad Stadium right opposite.
Yes.
In the early days, there wasn't a lot else around in this area, was there? So was that a sort of a cornerstone for you? And have you seen the business really grow since you've been here?
Docklands has been, I think it's been a journey for everybody, not only us as Quest apartments. The whole district has grown tremendously. It has taken a period of time to get there, and yeah, we were like a pimple in a pumpkin, I suppose. It was just Etihad and us and the NAB in one little area. There wasn't a lot of high rise. There wasn't a lot of corporate based businesses here back then. So yeah, it was a bit of a struggle to try and gain as much business as we could. It's 133 rooms, so we really did need to gain as much business from the outer area and the fringe areas of Docklands back in those days. So, but it's been terrific. It's 7 years down the track now since we've actually opened. And if you had a look around now, you'd really see that the areas of Docklands has grown tremendously, and so has our business. It's worked in very well with the corporates. We've worked in very well with all the businesses that have gone ahead at Docklands. We've worked in very well with those at the same time.
Now, 17 years, 7 years here, 17 years in total.
Yes.
That's a great recommendation for a franchise brand.
Yeah.
What is it you think that Quest and Paul Constantino do right as a franchise business?
As a franchisor, as I mentioned earlier, Paul's very approachable. his system works. It's simple, and I think that's probably one of the key elements to this particular franchise system. It's simple and it works. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to operate one of these franchises. You just have to be keen, loyal, and passionate about what you're about to do. If you get those things right, you're going to succeed. The franchisor helps you get that passion across, and I think it's very important in this type of industry.
So passion, and I think a lot of people would say that the passion, whatever the sector is really important. What other skills do you think you need to bring to the hospitality or the accommodation sector?
People skills. They're basic people skills. If you enjoy what you do, you will always do it well. When you're communicating with people, it comes across. You can't hide that from anything. If people see it, no matter what sector they're coming from, whether they're a corporate sector or a leisure sector, whoever they are, they come across. They understand. They can feel your passion, your empathy, whatever happens. We have long-term guests that come in here that they become friends half the time. It's just fabulous. You just have to have those basic people skills. It just comes across. You just got to have that. I think that's a real must.
You're a great ambassador for the brand. No signs of you exiting.
Not at all. Not at all. Although I've come from 5 franchises down to 1 now, but I've incorporated my daughter on board now, so she's now here as an assistant manager. So I'm kind of thinking that this is going to be a real family affair, and she loves it as well. So am I going to slow down? No, not at all. I'm going to just keep going because I really do enjoy it. It's been great.